Welcome back to Gunner Fan TV and welcome back to another match preview. Tomorrow we play Wolves at home, and honestly, none of us as Arsenal fans should be worried about this game. The only concern is how are we going to execute this game? How is the performance going to be in order to get ready for the next game, which is Everton away? We want to see some type of good football being played. We want to see dominating, goal scoring football. And I think for most fans, that's what we expect for tomorrow at home against Wolves. So let's dive into the match preview for tomorrow. As I said before, we host Wolves tomorrow at home, who is bottom of the league with 2 points, which is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen any team perform this badly in the league. I think the Derby County team, I think that was the only team I could remember that performed this bad um, in the Premiership. So listen, if we're going to be honest, man, this is a game that we should be winning easily at home even with the injury concerns that we have. Mikel Arteta did a press conference a couple hours ago, and he was asked about the injuries that we have. Same players that did not travel with the team this week against Bruges. These are the same players that are questionable when asked by the press. Um, the questions were asked by the press today to Mikel about these players and their availability. And Mikel was kind of, he said it was boring in terms of his answers because he kept saying the same thing over and over. But I understand what he's saying. He doesn't really have much update. They didn't train yesterday, he said. They should have some kind of training today where he would be better able to assess these players and give a more concise answer as it gets closer to the game. I don't think we're going to find out until the actual game day when the game day squad comes out. But the players that we're talking about is Declan Rice, Jurien Timber, Saliba, and Trossard. Right, Trossard picked up a knock in Aston Villa's game. Declan Rice had an illness, so it's not a knock. An illness, according to Mikel, you just get over that in a couple of days. Um, but again, he's saying that he's not sure when it comes to all these players, Saliba and all that. He did say though Saliba more than likely should be ready for the Everton game, which is encouraging, and that's what we want to hear. Trossard is still uncertain, even though Declan has some kind of illness. He's pretty much saying that he's still uncertain about him also. And Jiren Timber also picked up a knock after the game at Aston Villa. He didn't travel on Wednesday either for the Champions League, and he's still uncertain of his availability. But again, Wolves, 2 points. Their goal average is the same as the amount of points that we have in the league. You know what I'm saying? We're number one with 33 points, and their goal average is 33. So we should be beating this team easily. It shouldn't even be a contest, right? And I'm not expecting us to have a problem. I'm not even gonna exaggerate here. I'm not expecting us to have a problem against Wolves at home, at home, right? So even with those players out, shouldn't be a concern. All right. So again, possibly Norgard is going to play that center back position. The same back four possibly because obviously it's going to be Skelly because Calafiori is on a card, so he cannot play, and it's going to be White at right back. So the same four. I would even go ahead and rest Raya. I don't think Mikel is going to do that because we need to win. Regardless of how easy we're saying it's going to be, we still need to win this game in order to go five and put the pressure on City for Sunday against Crystal Palace, who, by the way, is fourth. Jesus. It's crazy how this league is going. Like all the teams, I think from Crystal Palace all the way down to Liverpool, which is what, ninth, I think. It's only a 3 point gap. It's crazy. You know what I mean? So the league is crazy this year, and it's just set up for us to win. If we're gonna look at it in that aspect, like it's set up for us to win this season because all those teams below us are kind of struggling. Any team that drops off a little bit, they fall down the pecking order. Another team moves up. So Liverpool, essentially, they're 3 points behind fourth spot, which is Crystal Palace. I think Crystal Palace has 26 points, and every team all the way down to ninth, where I think Liverpool, if I'm not mistaken, they have 23 points. So just 3 points, 3 points that drift for fourth. It's crazy. You know what I mean? But that just some people are saying the quality this season isn't up to par, or maybe it's just the teams are just gotten better, man. You know what I mean? Teams are investing now. Teams are investing in tactics, different kind of coaches, set piece coaches, all that stuff, bro. I'm telling you, everyone's putting in the work now to compete in this league. And that's what you have to do in a league like this that's very competitive. You have to put in the resources, put in the investment and the resources to compete in order to do well. And that's what everyone's doing right now. So we just have to go out there, do our job, continue to do our jobs, win these matches, win these easy games because next week we go away to Everton, and it's not going to be an easy game. You know what I'm saying? Historically, it's been tough at that. I know they have a new ground now, so it's you know what I mean. It's like a brand new start for them. So we have to just go out there, set the tone from tomorrow to go into that game. Right? Roll over Wolves, get the job done, get the momentum, get back to that winning ways, right? And just go into that game and just perform. Hopefully, Saliba will be back, and a lot of these injured players, Trossard and Timber, will be available for that game against Everton. But we should be winning this game. Few concerns, we all have as Arsenal fans. I don't think it's just me. The big concern is Victor Gyokers. The performance this weekend was not up to par, and I think it was brought to light because Gabriel Jesus came on and his performance was so exquisite. we didn't expect let me speak for me. I didn't expect him to be that sharp. He looked really good. I'm not even going to exaggerate. I know it was an easy team. Club Brugge is not a good team, but I wasn't expecting him to look that sharp. That the attacking intent looked crazy. His skill. I mean, he's always a skillful player. We know that, but it's just the way he approached that game. I was surprised. I didn't know he was ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? They were saying he was ready, but he looked on point. He looked like listen, man. I see you, Victor. You ain't performing, and I'm gonna need that spot. I need that spot because you don't look like you want it. So let me throw my name in the hat real quick to let you know that listen, that spot could be mine too. And that's how it looked to me. He looked like he wanted it also. So it's concerning because I wanted Victor. I still want Victor to do well. He's our player, and I support every single player in this club. But this Wolves game coming up, and I'm starting with him in particular. I hope Victor starts and he's able to get some goals in this game, just a good performance overall. Because I saw a stat somewhere that says we are a better team when Victor is in it. You know what I'm saying? 80% win rate when he's in it, 40% when he's not. So, we're a better team when he's in it. So that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? But I think visually we want to see more from Victor Gyökeres, and I think that's the issue with me as an Arsenal fan, and I would assume with most Arsenal fans. You know what I'm saying? If you disagree, let me know. But he needs to do better. He has to do better in this game. And we're just hoping that the game this weekend, Saturday, 3 o'clock, you know what I'm saying, he shows up and he performs. That's all we ask. But pretty standard. Listen, my team for this weekend, I mean, we can't afford to give some players a rest, I believe. I mean, those players that are already out, I wouldn't force them back in. The Rice, the Timber, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't force them back in. Obviously, Saliba, they could continue to rest because we should be able to beat Wolves without these players coming back into the team. And if they have a knock, just give them a rest. Give them an extended period of rest so when they come back, they're good to go. You know what I mean? Don't rush them in, right? So we could use the same back line. We could even give Saka a rest because Madueke's in form. Yo, he's on fire right now. That goal was sublime. So we could go ahead and start him again in that position. Bring on Saka if you need to bring him on. You know what I mean? Martinelli earned a start. Beautiful goal. Beautiful second half performance. You know what I'm saying? Odegaard needs some time. I think you could bring Eze back in there too, kind of getting back into the rhythm. I think he's been punished long enough, you know what I'm saying, for that slacker in Aston Villa's game. But we could bring him back into this game and let him get back some match sharpness. You know what I mean? But overall, man, that's the team. You know what I'm saying? The team we should put out, we should be able to put out any team, you know what I'm saying, and win that game easily. Right. So tell me what you think, guys. Tell me what your starting lineup will be. But I feel like 3 goals minimum is what we should be scoring in this game for tomorrow against Wolves. Easy, light work, get it done. Move on to the next game with the confidence. Appreciate you guys as always. I don't think I forgot anybody in the team. Mika Marino, yes, obviously Mika Marino in that middle, along with Odegaard and Zimmerman. I think we could start that team again, or maybe put Wanieri in there. Tell me what you think, guys. Listen, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys as always. And please be safe until we speak again, guys. Peace.